Welcome to my top 20 PSVR2 games for 2023. There is well over 100 games now available on the PlayStation Store, but these are the games that really show what the headset is capable of and gave me the most enjoyment this year. And believe me when I say, it's been super hard to make this list, especially when I've put these games in an actual order. Meaning by the time we get to number 1, you will know what I think is the best game on the PlayStation VR2. Now you can find full reviews of every game featured today simply by searching Gamertag VR and the name of the game. And if you've just got your PSVR2, let me know down below in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on what you think of VR currently, and for everyone else, please be sure to let me and others know your personal top 20 as well. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more virtual reality content. And number 20 is Switchback VR, a sequel to the greatest roller coaster horror shoot 'em up on the original PlayStation VR, Rush of Blood. Switchback also makes use of PSVR2's eye tracking capabilities. The gameplay changes depending on certain things you look at during levels, and also gives you blink jump scares. The game's graphics has now been improved over its original release, making this game an easy recommendation if you're a fan of arcade shooters like House of the Dead. At number 19 we have Creed Rise to Glory. This is one of the best VR boxing games in VR, and the Championship Edition has tons of content and a great story. It also features online multiplayer and really great graphics. If you're looking for a way to burn some calories after the Christmas holidays, this is a really good choice. And number 18 is Demeo. This is the Dungeons and Dragons game you've been waiting for. Throw the dice, pick up miniature heroes and free the world of Gilmira with your friends online in this amazing tabletop adventure game, with a huge assortment of monsters, playable classes and environments to explore. It never feels like the same game twice. There has been a hell of a lot of updates since its initial release, such as Heroes Hangout where you can play arcade machines together, paint models and do archery. This game really does have it all. At number 17 we have Kayak VR Mirage. It's a must have for me personally. It looks stunning in the headset and has some gorgeous locations from stormy seas, tropical oceans and frozen lakes. Admittedly it is more of a physics simulator than a game, but it also has some really fun challenges, and as I said, it's a great technical showpiece for PSVR2. At number 16 we have Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, and on PSVR2 it's called the Enhanced Edition for a very good reason. This is a fantastic Star Wars game, and even though it is more of a shoot 'em up, you get to meet many of your favourite characters from the Star Wars universe, and one of the characters is actually a Jedi, so you do get to use a lightsaber and do some Jedi trials. Graphically this game is simply gorgeous on PSVR2 and is a must buy for me personally. At number 15 we have The Seventh Guest VR. This is one of my all-time favourite puzzlers, featuring 3D motion capture to really tell the story in a way no other VR game ever has. As you explore this really creepy mansion, you have a lamp that when turned on shows you the past in real time, and it never gets old, and the puzzles can get really challenging. I highly recommend this one. At number 14 we have Zombieland Headshot Fever. This is a fantastic arcade style shooter that's all about speed and accuracy. There's quite a few levels now thanks to DLC, and chasing your friends on the leaderboards never gets old. Plus the new visuals, which are exclusive to PSVR2, makes this the ultimate version of one of my favourite games of this year. At number 13 we have Crossfire Sierra Squad. It's an all-out alpha action arcade game and really fun to play in co-op. It now has manual reloading, making the guns feel super satisfying, and a super smooth high frame rate makes this kind of an unmissable package. Enlist in the ranks of the Light Brigade, humanity's last line of defence, and journey through procedurally generated battlegrounds as many times as it takes to free the souls of the fallen trapped within. You have 5 loadouts to unlock, featuring weapons such as rifles, shotguns and SMGs, and each class has a unique player perk. The Light Brigade sets itself apart from other FPS roguelikes simply because it ticks so many boxes all at once, with a beautiful cel-shaded art style, satisfying bosses, combined with great music and excellent weapons. At number 11 we have Arizona Sunshine 2, which is a fantastic sequel to one of the most well-known zombie games ever in VR. It's literally an upgrade in every single way to the original, especially with the inclusion of Buddy. Your canine companion is what makes this game super special to everything else. He can attack zombies, collect items, and makes the single player experience really unique. The variety of zombies is cool, and the sheer amount of them inside the headset, especially on the hardest difficulty, is pretty special. If you're looking for quite a serious zombie survival experience, I would look elsewhere, but if you're looking for a fun apocalypse style FPS that doesn't take itself too seriously and is super fun in co-op, this is an excellent choice. In at number 10 is Pavlov, purely for the amount of time I've spent playing it online, especially on PSVR2. With a huge variety of realistic weapons and game modes such as Search and Destroy, which feels exactly like Counter-Strike for VR, the famous TTT mode, Prop Hunt, and the hide. At this point in PSVR2's life cycle, this is easily a must-buy. In at number 9 is Breaches. This is a fantastic 5v5 VR FPS that is pretty much Rainbow Six in VR. You play as two factions, the Enforcers, whose job is to disarm bombs, which is actually my favourite side to play, because tactical infiltration in VR is a real buzz, and Breaches nails this feeling completely. If you get the right team, planning your entry, working together, and executing a plan is an amazing feeling. In at number 8 we have The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapters 1 and 2, and is one of the best zombie survival games ever in VR. It's got fantastic stabbing physics, a meaty chainsaw, and hours of gameplay. Seriously, one of my favourites on all VR headsets, but the PSVR2 version stands visually above all the other formats. In at number 7 is Synapse, which is only the second roguelite on this list, and while it is kind of a short and repetitive experience, no other game on this list demos the technologies found inside the PSVR2 headset like this one. The telekinesis ability is the defining power of Synapse, and due to using eye tracking, it'll give you a sensational feeling of control and power over any VR game. You can simply select items in the world using your eyes, use the environment for cover, and the guns feel awesome. In combination with the speed the game can be played once you master all these abilities, this is really awesome. And number 6 is Hello Games' legendary No Man's Sky, and after many years of progress, the VR version on PSVR2 is truly stunning thanks to using eye tracking and the dynamic foveated rendering capabilities of the headset, making everything look incredibly crisp, and the colours of the PSVR2 OLED panel will really make your jaw drop. At number 5 we have Resident Evil 8. Capcom really put the work in to deliver what can only be described as one of the best survival horror experiences I've had to date. Once you play Resident Evil 8 in VR, you'll never go back to the flat screen. It has some really cool VR only mechanics, and the weapons feel unbelievably great, especially the shotgun. And number 4 is Horizon Call of the Mountain, which to me still shows the incredible graphics PSVR2 is capable of. We are talking top spec PC imagery, and even though the gameplay is a little linear for some, I personally found it a fantastic journey into the world of Horizon. At number 3 we have Red Matter 2, which is a puzzle adventure that takes place during the dystopian Cold War. Learn the story of how people trapped in a reality rebel and fight to do the right thing. You will embark on a journey of a lifetime to the far reaches of the solar system that will make you question your entire reality as you face the red matter. This is truly an incredible graphical showpiece of what PSVR2 is capable of, and when you see this running at the highest resolution, alongside 120 frames native, it simply looks stunning. It's also a brilliant adventure and interactive story puzzler that comes highly recommended. At number 2 we have Gran Turismo 7, and is of right now, at least to me, possibly the best racing experience you'll ever have in VR on any platform. The sense of speed and the attention to detail push this game way above what I would have expected from any VR racer. Everything from the original game is here, and seeing your existing car library in VR for the very first time is really special due to the scale and the ability to sit in the cars and appreciate all the detail this game has to offer. It doesn't matter how many times you put on the headset, you will always be impressed by Gran Turismo 7 on PSVR2. Now at number 1 is Resident Evil 4 Remake, and let me know down in the comments if this was a surprise to you. I've been playing variations of Resident Evil 4 since the GameCube, and Resident Evil 4 Remake is one of the best remakes of all time. Capcom kept the core of everything that made the original brilliant, but made it next gen, and not only in terms of visuals. Having completed it on a flat screen, jumping into VR feels an entirely new experience, and definitely more scary due to the first person perspective, and I definitely find myself appreciating the game world's detail so much more. The haptics are nothing short of fantastic too, and the adaptive triggers make the guns feel very satisfying. Taking shots at their knees and roundhousing feels more satisfying than ever. This is truly brilliant, and I can't get enough of it. All of the games on this list show the power of VR and how transformative it can be for players. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know down below, and support the channel by liking and subscribing.